it's me, Teacher Jeanne. In this lesson, you will learn about adding and subtracting dissimilar fractions. Dissimilar fractions are fractions that have different or unlike denominators. Examples are 2/3, 3/5, 6/7, 8/11, and so on. As you notice, we have different or unlike denominators. Dissimilar fractions. To add or subtract fractions with unlike or different denominators, first, find the least common denominator or LCD. Second, change to similar fractions. Third, add or subtract the numerators and copy the denominator. Fourth, simplify or reduce the result to its lowest if possible. Now, for you to understand, let's have the following examples. Perform the indicated operations. For number 1, we have 3/4 plus 2/3. So for the solution, change into similar fractions. So we're going to think of a number that we're going to multiply 3/4 and 2/3. It gives us the same denominator. So for 3/4, we're going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 3. For 2/3, we're going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 4. So in multiplying fractions, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So 3 times 3 is equal to 9, 4 times 3 is equal to 12. Then 2 times 4 is equal to 8, and 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Now, as you notice, we have the same or like denominators. So we can add the numerator, 9 plus 8, then copy the common denominator, which is 12. 9 plus 8 is equal to 17/12, and that is considered an improper fraction. So we need to change it into mixed number. So simply divide 17 divided by 12 equals 1, and 1 times 12 is equal to 12. Then subtract 17 minus 12 is equal to 5. So the remainder is the numerator and the divisor is the denominator. So 17/12 is equal to 1 and 5/12. And that is the final answer. For the other solution, we can use the butterfly method or cross multiplication. Given 3/4 plus 2/3, cross multiply 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Cross multiply 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Then multiply 4 times 3 is equal to 12. Then add the numerator 9 plus 8 all over the denominator 12. So 9 plus 8 is equal to 17/12 or 1 and 5/12. Now in any method, we come up the same answer. But it's better to use the butterfly method if there is no common on the denominator. For number 2, we have 2/5 plus 7/6. For the solution, change into similar fractions. So for 2/5, we're going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 6. For 7/6, we're going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. So simply multiply numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. So 2 times 6 is equal to 12. 5 times 6 is equal to 30. Plus 7 times 5 is equal to 35. 6 times 5 is equal to 30. Now, as you notice, we have same or like denominators. So we add the numerator, 12 plus 35, then copy the common denominator, which is 30. So 12 plus 35 is equal to 47/30, which is an improper fraction. So we're going to change it into mixed number. So simply divide 47 divided by 30. The result is 1 and 17/30. And that is the final answer. For the other solution, we can use the butterfly method or cross multiplication. So given 2/5 plus 7/6, we can cross multiply 2 times 6, that is 12. 5 times 7, that is 35. Then multiply denominators. 5 times 6 is equal to 30. Then add the numerator, 12 plus 35, all over the denominator 30. 12 plus 35 is equal to 47/30, or 1 and 17/30. In any method, we come up the same answer. Now again, it's better to use the butterfly method or cross multiplication if there is no common on the denominator. For number 3, we have 3 over 8 plus 1 over 4. For the solution, change into similar fractions. Now here, we just copy 3 over 8 plus 1 over 4. We're going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. So first, we're going to have 3 over 8 plus multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Now, as you notice, we already have the same or like denominators. So we add the numerator, 3 plus 2, then copy the common denominator, which is 8. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 over 8. And that is the final answer. For the other solution, we're going to get the LCD. So given 3 over 8 plus 1 over 4, we're going to factor the denominators. So 8 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2. 4 is equal to 2 times 2. We're going to encircle and bring down the common factors and also the relatively prime. So multiply 2 times 2 times 2. The LCD is 8. So for the solution, LCD divided by the denominator times the numerator. We're going to write the LCD 8 divided by the denominator 8, that is equal to 1, times the numerator 3. Then LCD 8 divided by 4, that is equal to 2, times the numerator 1. Then multiply 3 times 1 is equal to 3, 1 times 2 is equal to 2, all over 8. So 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 over 8. And that is the final answer. Now, as you notice, in any method, we come up the same result. For number 4, we have 5 over 9 minus 2 over 8. So for the solution, change into similar fractions. So again, we're going to think of a number that we're going to multiply on both numerator and denominator that makes the denominator same or like denominators. So for 5 over 9, we're going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 8. And for 2 over 8, we're going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 9. So simply multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So 5 times 8 is equal to 40. 9 times 8 is equal to 72. Minus 2 times 9 is equal to 18. 8 times 9 is equal to 72. Now, as you notice, we have already the same denominators. So we subtract the numerator, 40 minus 18, then copy the common denominator, which is 72. 40 minus 18 is equal to 22 over 72. Now, 22 and 72 have a greatest common factor, which is 2. So divide both numerator and denominator by 2. 22 divided by 2 is equal to 11. 72 divided by 2 is equal to 36. So the lowest term is 11 over 36. For the other solution, we can use the butterfly method or cross multiplication. Given 5 over 9 minus 2 over 8, we can cross multiply. 5 times 8 is equal to 40. Cross multiply, 9 times 2 is equal to 18. Then multiply denominators, 9 times 8 is equal to 72. Then subtract the numerators, 40 minus 18, all over 72. 40 minus 18 is equal to 22 over 72, or 11 over 36, as the lowest term. So in any method, we come up the same answer. But take note, it's better to use the butterfly method if there is no common on the denominator. For number 5, we have 4 over 7 minus 9 over 14. Change into similar fractions. So 4 over 7, we're going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. Then we just copy 9 over 14. So 4 times 2 is equal to 8. 7 times 2 is equal to 14. Minus 9 over 14. So as you notice, we already had the same denominator. So we subtract the numerator, 8 minus 9, all over. We copy the common denominator, 14. So 8 minus 9 is equal to negative 1 over 14. And that is the final answer. For the other solution, we can use of getting the LCD. given 4 over 7 minus 9 over 14. Now, we use getting the LCD because 7 and 14 have a common, which is 7. Then bring down 2. So 7 times 2, the LCD is 14. So for the solution, LCD divided by denominator times the numerator. So we're going to have the LCD 14 divided by 7, that is 2, times the numerator 4. Then LCD 14 divided by 14, that is equal to 1, times the numerator negative 9. So 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Negative 9 times 1, we have negative 9. All over 14. 8 minus 9 is equal to negative 1 over 14. And if we have a negative on the numerator, we can write it a line on the fraction bar. So either of the two is considered the final answer. For number 6, we have 1 over 4 minus 1 over 12. So we're going to change into similar fractions. So for 1 over 4, we're going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 3. So 1 times 3 is equal to 3, 4 times 3 is equal to 12. Then copy minus 1 over 12. Now as you notice, we have the similar or same denominators. So we can subtract the numerator, 3 minus 1, then copy the common denominator, which is 12. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2 over 12. Then simplify or reduce to its lowest if possible, so we can divide both numerator and denominator with the greatest common factor, which is 2. So 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. So the lowest term is 1 over 6 or 1/6. For the other solution is getting the LCD because 4 and 12 have a common factor, which is 4. So we have 2 times 2, 4 times 3 is equal to 12 as the LCD. So for the solution, LCD divided by the denominator times the numerator. So we just write the LCD 12, then divide by the denominator 4, that is equal to 3, times the numerator 1. Then LCD 12 divided by the denominator 12, that is equal to 1, times the numerator negative 1. So 1 times 3 is equal to 3. Negative 1 times 1 is equal to negative 1. All over 12. So 3 minus 1 is equal to 2 over 12 or 1 over 6. For number 7, we have 5 and 2/3 plus 7 and 1/2. So the given here are mixed numbers. So we need to change it into improper fraction. So simply multiply 3 times 5, 15 plus 2 is equal to 17 over, copy the denominator 3. Then 2 times 7 is equal to 14 plus 1 is equal to 15 over, copy the denominator 2. Then cross multiply 17 times 2, that is equal to 34. Cross multiply 3 times 15, that is equal to 45. Then multiply the denominators, 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Then add the numerator, 34 plus 45, then copy the denominator 6. 34 plus 45 is equal to 79 over 6. And that is an improper fraction, so we need to change it into mixed number. So simply divide 79 over 6 and the result is 13 and 1 over 6 or 13 and 1/6. And either of the two is the final answer. Now it's your turn. Do it yourself. Simplify the following fractions. Don't forget to comment down below your answers. Happy learning! Thanks for watching. Please like and share. And don't forget to subscribe on my channel and click the bell button so that you will be notified whenever I'm going to upload a new one. Maraming salamat!